Hello, loves. So, trauma healing, what is that? And why is it important? Well, first of all, the reason that we don't have abundance, if we don't, is because of blocks from trauma. Now, how do we heal the trauma? Through shadow work and sacred self-love. When I'm talking about shadow work, specifically, the only way you can do it is through your own awareness and knowing that everything is a projection. Everything is a mirror, as it says in the Law of One. For example, I have been working in restaurants since I was 17, and I would only hold a job for 6 months or maybe a year, maybe. And a lot of times what would happen is I would self-sabotage because either the job was good and I didn't believe I deserved it, so I would do something to self-sabotage, or I would find a perspective that seemed negative, and I would see the people or the job or the work as overwhelming, and I would have anxiety. Those are all simple, really straightforward examples. A great specific example I had was when I was working as a management intern, and I didn't like the manager, and I felt like I wanted to leave, but I didn't know how to leave. Instead of quitting, and moving on, I got myself fired, and I did that a lot. Most of my jobs I have been fired, and it was because I did something to get fired, and it was because I didn't have the confidence to leave and just vocalize what I needed. And yet at the same time, I loved the work. I love hospitality, and I love serving people, and I love food, and I love the dining experience. And what food represents to me is, is culture and travel and joy and pleasure. All right, so that's why I love that whole industry. And now that I'm working in a restaurant with a lot of my own awareness, I feel elevated. I am taking situations and believing and expecting that I will succeed. I expect that I will succeed. I expect that everyone I work with supports me, and that is what I am seeing in return. And the only reason I feel this now versus before is because I have been working so much on my affirmations and my mindset, and most of all my self-love. So I just want to say that, all the things that we are attracting into our lives, it's all because of what we want, what we believe we want and believe we deserve. So I think that if you're ready to up level, if you're ready to ascend, you're ready to upgrade, that it's so important to look at what's blocking the abundance. What belief? What would be the problem if you had the abundance? Is it that you wouldn't need anyone? Because the only reason we have a need to hold ourselves back from true freedom, power, and abundance is because somehow it keeps us needing something. It keeps us needing to struggle because it's an identity. It might keep us needing to rely on others because it helps us feel good to be around people and feel needed. or to have others help us. And also it could be that there's fear around the unknown. What would it be like to actually be successful and abundant? What would that be like? The ego doesn't like to be uncomfortable. The ego doesn't know what it doesn't know. And if something is new, it's going to be triggered. So I'm just saying, look at what could be blocking abundance. What would be the problem if you had that abundance right now? Start right there. That's where it starts. Thank you so much.